Level 2.
Good morning. You're listening to The Morning Crawl, the #1 morning show in the sprawl. I'm your host, Dodger, joined as always by my co-host, The Ham, who I will remind you is a live pig. Let's jump right in and get your morning started and muse over the news. Today in the headlines, it was just announced that the heir to the throne, Princess Desdemona, has come of age and will be taking a suitor. No, I don't think Desdemona wants a pig as a husband, The Ham. But then again, neither did my ex-wife. Hey-oh! With multiple suitors making their way into the city, expect backups and delays across all major routes this morning. Now let's get to the music. You're listening to The Morning Crawl here in the Sprawl with Dodger and the Ham.
I liked it better when it was Dodger and the Cluck, but I guess it was too hard to keep training that chicken.
Yeah, well. Chickens can be trained, though.
A note?
Dear Lil, please come down to the guard shed as soon as you can. Love, Dad.
Maybe he wants me to work a shift for him again. Or maybe he forgot to put on underwear and needs me to bring him a pair.
Yeah, no.
Well, there's a 50-50 chance I'll get to use the chronometer 3000 today. Here's hoping.
For either one of those, I think I would use it just to wipe my memory, if nothing else.
And finally, the aforementioned grading pending review will be transferable to a more viable calculation, which is, needless to say, a more economical contrivance for evaluation. Any questions?
Many questions.
Hey, Dad, I got your note. What's going on?
I have no idea.
Due to the Bank of the Sprawl being burned to the ground as a result of your actions, any guardsman who does not receive an above 2-star rating at the end of any given shift will lose their job.
So
But I need
weaponized
my
incompetence.
job for gambling.
I'll pretend I didn't just hear that.
You and I both know my dad has a tendency to half-ass his way through life. Tell me why he needs to whole-ass it all of a sudden and strive for anything above 2 stars.
Why, I'm glad you asked. I've been authorized to award above average job performance with cash bonuses.
Imagine that.
You mean if we get more 4-star results, we'll make more money?
Monetary
You're
incentives.
as quick as your father. Before I go, here are the allotted crystals to power your tools.
There we go.
And with that, I'm off to tell all the other gate guards about these new rules. Well, all of them except Randy. He's been terminated.
Oh, no.
Not Randy. That guy's a riot.
Which is exactly what his poor judgment led to. Wish me luck.
You ever get the feeling that you're being penalized for someone else's mistakes? Well, I guess we did start a fire.
Oh, jeez. Randy was just 3 payments away from paying off his new catapult.
Sounds like you need to start doing your job better.
More like you need to start doing my job better. Just like you wanted to.
No, that's not exactly what I meant. You don't just get to leave me here while you go bet on goblin ball games.
But that's precisely what he's doing.
No Goblin Ball match today. I received a cryptic letter this morning saying they need me on palace duty, and they specifically referenced that you need to cover for me again.
Yeah. Cryptic letter saying that they need, so it's kind of
Looks
like you're
you're
being
not
told
the
where
only
to
one
work.
who wants you to work the gate today.
Again, not what I meant.
It's not all bad news. I scored these off-brand discount crystals from my bookie Fredo as a gift for being his best client. But he mentioned that they might only work some of the time. But I like those odds.
Everything
Oh, Dad,
is...
you really need to talk to somebody about your gambling.
I love you too, Lil. And with that, I'm off. Remember, 2 stars or better or we're out on our asses.
No pressure.
That's my girl.
Okay, Royal Writ. I don't care, because I am doing my own thing. Okay. But we are going to, just so that... just so that if I need to, we'll do X-ray and... actually, no, we're going to... on there. Just in case I do need to use them. There.
Hello, ma'am. The name is Seamus McGoblin. I've been requested to do some work in the sprawl. Just have my supplies here with me, nothing else to declare.
Yep. Well, he's got a job. He's got paintbrushes. Good enough for me.
Many thanks. Say, before I go, do you have a favorite color?
We are going to go with... Last time I went with blue, so this time let's go with green.
I like green, I guess.
Then I shall paint whatever it is I'm painting green in your honor. Thank you again.
Alright, you correctly admitted him, but you didn't follow the writ and give Malcolm a heads up. So we didn't remove the violent criminals from the jail being painted. So got 2 stars for that, which is the minimum that I need. Just saying.
Hear ye, hear ye. I have come to announce to the princess a proposal of marriage from my lord and master, Prince Phineas Pomp, heir to the throne of Petrard. Prince Phineas, son of King Phineas and Queen Buttermilk, who was daughter of King Fangil, son of Queen Amelia, daughter of King Rupert, son of Queen Talia, daughter of King...
Thank you. Wow. Okay, I think I got it.
And you wonder why you're... Wonder why everything goes so slow. But we are going to... Can you do the metal detector? Yeah.
What's that?
That is my official Petrardian greeting bugle. It is my pride and joy, and worth quite a pretty penny.
Yeah, no. We're going to...
I think for the
Yoink.
safety of our citizens, I better take that.
Oh, if you must, but please be very careful with my pride and joy.
Sure, let me just shove it in my bag. Like so. Yeah, now... You can be admitted.
Onward to announce the eventual arrival of Prince Phineas Pomp, heir to the throne of Petrard and future husband to Princess Desdemona. Incidentally, I believe there is a representative of the Marvog Empire behind me, seeking to make a similar offer for the hand of the princess. If you refuse her entry, I will give you much gold tonight. I will meet you at the tavern after your shift. Remember, do not let in the Marvog delegate.
Yeah, but the whole point of this is we're letting everyone in. He fleeced a high-ranking visitor dignitary and took his bugle away. He was terrible, so that's basically a public service. Good job. Yeah. Sometimes...
Good afternoon,
Mr.
child.
Fantastico!
I would like to enter this bustling metropolis with the desire to purchase a hat. I have lost my previous hat and I require a replacement.
Good enough for me. You deserve a good hat. Admitted.
I hope you find your hat, Mr. Fantastico.
Thank you, child. The next time you see me, you will say to yourself, "Wow, has that guy got a fantastic new hat?"
I have no doubt in my mind.
He always has a fantastic hat, except for right now because he's not wearing a hat. 3 stars. You provided no obstacle for him to chase his dreams. He'd tip his hat in gratitude if he had one.
I come with a message for Princess Desdemona of the Sprawl, from Praetor Kargan of the Marvag Empire. The Praetor bid me say directly to the princess, Egtag Maya Kora una Guahatag. Grant me access to deliver this message personally, and I shall recite the Praetor's words to the princess with honor. Hail, Praetor Kargan! Kapla!
She's going to recite a phrase that the princess may or may not even understand. Good enough for me.
You have honor, little one, and shall always be a friend of the Marvag. And now, to fulfill my mission to speak the Praetor's words to the princess. Kapla!
Papa. 3 stars. You admitted an extremely well-armed visiting dignitary. Smart.
Whoa there, Lucy. Hello and salutations to you, most honorable guardian of the free peoples of the Sprawl. I am the envoy of the gallant Sir Beverly, a knight of some minor renown, which is also me. I have received a very special invitation from Her Majesty Princess Desdemona, as she turns her royal eye to finding a suitor.
Yeah.
If there's nothing else, I will be off to my happily ever after.
Good luck on that. He's harmless. Admit.
You won't regret this, my new, dare I say it, best friend? A newly made best friend and a chance for true love. Could this day get any better? I think not. Adieu, adieu. Parting makes me really sad, and so I will say adieu this one more time. Adieu.
Adieu.
On, Lucy.
That is the weirdest looking horse. 2 stars. After 2 legitimate envoys, this third faker probably should have been kept out of the kingdom, but on the plus side, you didn't stand in the way of true love.
Hey kid, are you Lil?
Yeah, who's asking?
Show a bit of respect. If you see her, tell her I got a mysterious letter for her.
Mysterious, you say? Fine, you've got me. Who's it from?
I'm not authorized to know.
That is mysterious.
Yeah, it's
Does
above
this
his pay
mysterious
grade.
letter have anything to do with the one my dad Hamish got this morning?
Your dad is Hamish? What a good guy. Did you hear about Randy, though?
Only 3 payments away on that catapult.
Yeah, it's a real shame. Anyways, just take the note. I gotta get back to work.
Okay.
See
thanks.
you around, kid.
Alright, so what does the letter say? Little girl stands at a gate, making choices I can't wait. If you've got a taste of madness and wish to circumvent great sadness, come and meet me after dark. Together we will make our stamp on the world.
Nothing weird or creepy about that.
Yeah. Definitely not creepy.
Where's that music coming from? What is happening?
Good afternoon, I've traveled from afar.
It's Belle.
A simple girl who wished upon a star. Inside this castle lies my fate. Perhaps I'll even get a date. To my old life I sing au revoir. And you are?
It's Lil, and you need a good reason to be let in, but so far I'm not optimistic. Do you have any ID or anything?
Well, she's got, looks like some DNA samples on her apron.
Be a hole to do. Inside these walls, my destiny awaits.
It just feels like if you weren't singing, we could move the plot along faster.
Fourth wall. But we are letting everyone in.
This day it just keeps getting better. The cute gate guard, I shan't forget her. There's nothing that will stop me now.
Uh-oh. I may have just made a huge mistake.
Eh. Really? You couldn't hear through the damn singing that she presented a significant rest of the people of the sprawl. Do better. And our final score is... Due to your middling job performance, 2.5, you were paid a mere 10 gold for the shift. There's also the screen will guide you toward a 3-star result, but a 4-star is up to you. Alright, let us continue. And there is Dungeon 7, Room 4, Boulevard Buller. Okay, so we're just going to continue on.
Is this the right place?
Yeah, result says room 4.
It
Dungeon
is.
7.
I mean, enter if you
7,
dare.
room 4. Yeah, definitely not creepy.
Oh, you dared. Hello. Welcome to my lair of chaos.
It looks like a bedroom.
It is his damn bedroom.
It can be two things.
I love the
I'm a
kitty
minimalist.
poster.
So, this is the little guardsman we've been talking about. Wait, you are, right?
I'm not actually a real guardsman, little or otherwise.
Then what are you?
I'm an adventurer.
Wrong girl. Lieutenant Stryker, bag her up and erase her memory.
No, trust me, this is the one. Good news, little girl. You're going to be working the gate for the foreseeable future.
Stop calling me a little girl.
What? That's not good news. Why me? I hardly have a grasp on what I'm doing, and I'm barely tall enough to see over the desk.
All I can do is hit that admit button.
I see. Then you're free to go.
Keep it together, Mal. Listen, little girl. We have eyes and ears all over the city, but the gates have always been a blind spot for me.
Sounds like a you problem.
The point is, the safety and security of the sprawl must be preserved and protected, and you might be positioned to help maintain the balance. Do you understand our meaning?
Yeah. Yeah, duh.
You want me to do favors for you. Use my position at the gate to let in the people that you want in, deny who you don't. Am I on the right track?
That's called being politicized. So being
You're at the
parentified
station.
and politicized in one game.
What if I refuse? You can't make me do anything I don't want to do. I'm 12 years old.
Got a
Damn
point.
it. You've got us there. But how about we leave it up to chance? Guess which hand is holding the colored ball, and we'll forget about the whole thing.
But if you guess it correctly, you agree to do our bidding no matter how nefarious or unreasonable. Sound like a deal?
Do I even have a choice?
Yes. You choose which hand.
Not the brightest one, is she?
Look in the mirror. I'm gonna go with, technically, I would go with your foot, but since these are the only options.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was the wrong choice. What you should have chosen was my foot.
Who holds?
But you said it would be in your hand.
And what is the foot if not the hand of the leg? You lost fair and square.
Yeah, well, that wasn't an option,
But-
so.
Oh, and don't worry about your father.
That's called
We're
cheating.
each quite capable at finding ways to keep him busy, making
That
sure
sounded
you
nefarious.
have to cover
Don't worry
for
about
him.
your father.
But
That concludes this briefing. We suggest you go back home, rest, and wake up tomorrow prepared to go to your new mundane job, which you will work at for the foreseeable future.
It's called being an adult.
I'm a kid.
Keep an eye out for our directives in your daily Guardsman writ. I trust you won't disappoint us.
Yeah, that would be if I was
Goodbye.
reading those. Yeah, we're just... going through. If you do want to see all of the little conversations and stuff, go watch my previous playthrough where I try to do as much as I can.
boy, what a day. Hey Arda, pour me a cold one, will ya?
Make that two, Arda. Hey, wait a minute. You're too young to be drinking cold ones. Make hers a milk, please, Art.
Can it at least be cold?
That depends. How did work go today?
Did better than a 2-star rating, I can tell you that.
Got a
How was-
2.5.
What were you doing again?
The bidding
Painting.
of the 3 royal advisors.
Painting the rocks white and turning them over
Do you
at
think
night.
it's normal that the big names and faces of this city are using us for
That's
their
a
own
MASH
personal
reference.
and political gain?
After today, I don't know what's normal anymore.
We are going to... See, he's got a great hat. I love that hat. I'm only going to talk to him because I want my money.
Aha! There she
Even
is,
though I let
the
them
brilliant
in.
little half-pint running the desk. I trust you refused entry to the envoy from the Marvog Empire like we talked about. If you did, I have the gold I promised you right here.
Although, since I don't really care, no, I'm just going to rub it in his
no,
face.
I totally let them in.
What? Why? I thought we had a deal.
No, you thought you could bribe a guardian of the free peoples of the Sprawl, which is a very serious offense.
Yeah, we're going to shake him down, though.
Please forgive me, incorruptible and honest steward of the kingdom. I beg you, forgive.
I don't know, it's a pretty hefty sentence for attempting to pay off one of the protectors of the kingdom.
She's 12.
All right. Take the gold and we'll forget the whole thing. How does that sound?
What kind of gold are we talking about here?
I have here 20 pieces of gold. Fair is fair. Take them. They are yours, and with many thanks from Prince Phineas Pomp, heir to the throne of Petrard, son of King Phineas and Queen Buttermilk, who was daughter of King...
Just the gold, thank you.
Oh, yes.
Harold's got a Herald. Okay, so that did get me a little bit of money. Tripped over his paper. Hopefully I ripped it. And then we have... back alley. There we go.
Lil, you came.
It's Sir Beverly's shield.
Welcome to Garby Bunches and Thorium of Wonder. You're my very first customer.
I was really supportive, so I'm gonna rate.
Hurt you. I
Sorry.
was actually inspired by watching you alternately help and hinder
Sorry,
folks at the
Garby.
gate yesterday. and I thought, Garby, there must be an industry of enterprising individuals supporting the guards. And when I looked around, there wasn't. So I met a mage who's got a magic crystal hookup, and now I'm selling guardsman tool power-ups.
Wonder
If
who
you've
the
got the
mage
cash, I can sell you
is.
extra power crystals. Both the good kind and the cheap roll the dice and see what happens kind, as well as power-ups for all of your tools. It's pricey, but the more crystals you can load into those bad boys, the better. Finally, if you need cash, you can sell me anything you might have taken off of unsuspecting suckers. Here, take a look.
So, I can confiscate something. Yeah, his prize bugle. And, yeah. So here you can get power crystals, but I don't really need them because I am letting everyone in, so... With maybe a few exceptions or, like... I mean, few exceptions as in letting people in right away versus, like, where I confiscated his bugle. I almost want to be like, yeah, and I sold your bugle for, like, $10. Because it's a piece of crap. Yeah, we're going to...
I think I've done everything I need to do.
Go to
but
bed.
Are you sure you're ready to hit the hay?
Who are you talking
Quiet,
to?
you.
Yeah, we're gonna hit the hay. Seamus McGoblin. When Seamus McGoblin arrived at the dungeon to paint, only to find it full of bloodthirsty criminals, his first impulse was to hightail it out of there, but he was a pro and times were tough for goblins, so he did his best to work around them. He unfortunately did get shivved because he wasn't painting it Cannibal Calvin's favorite color, but at least he wasn't eaten. He returned to his family from a haunted look in his eyes that would only disappear upon the birth of his 7th child, Becky McGoblin. So I wonder what happened if I painted it red. Without his bugle, the Petrovian envoy managed to make a favorable impression on the princess, the advisors, and the rest of the court. He lost them, though, when he tried to make bugle sounds with his mouth. Which is actually how you practice and you purse your lips to prepare. That night, lying in his bed and his chambers provided for visiting dignitaries, he felt ashamed for having not only sought to bribe the Lil Guardsman, but also for having buckled under pressure when a 12-year-old called him out for it. That night, his dream of one day serving as an intelligence agent for Petrard finally died. Signor Capello Fantastico entered the sprawl and began his quest for the perfect hat. He ventured to every store that sold headgear in the sprawl. Henry's Hats, Linda's Lids, Hummer's Haberdashery, the Chapeau Shack, Mind Your Millinery, Hats, All Caps, and even Yiddel's Yarmoki Yurt. And none of them had the type of hat he was searching for. But rest assured, Signor Capello Fantastico will not relent until the top of his head is restored to its former glory. Mayala. After relaying Praetor Kargan's message to the princess, the Margov envoy walked past the National Ballet of the Sprawl's repertory company rehearsing in the park. Seeing that the ballerinas in the Sprawl were doing things completely wrong, the Margov envoy decided to join in to teach them a thing or two. Now the Sprawl's ballerinas are experts in first position and first-degree murder. Since the envoy was distracted, the Praetor never got word if the princess received their message, but don't worry, they'll show up anyway. Sir Beverly. Beverly, intoxicated by the alluring hope of the possibility of love, went straight to the castle to meet with the princess. Unfortunately, the gate guards there aren't as easily swayed as you are, and they proceeded to bully Beverly ruthlessly. Even his, quote, horse, end quote, got in on the action. Beverly then left of his own accord. While the guards were distracted, a disgruntled chambermaid escaped with a full set of fine silver from the palace. Chloe. Upon entering the Sprawl, Chloe found an open mic and sang her heart out for an audience of adoring drunks. She proceeded to set fire to the very same establishment. The fire spread to a number of surrounding buildings, costing the treasury. Thankfully, no drunks were harmed.